to dinner with a great family over at Denny's, right? And I was so hungry. I did the 2 o'clock Mass, the 4:30 Mass, and the 7 o'clock Mass. And I was starving. I hadn't had breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And so we go over to Denny's. We sit down. We're waiting for this waitress who had more tattoos on her arm than I've seen in a long time with a lot of people. And I'm waiting for her to come over to our table so we can order. And just with some of the kids that were next to me, I was making fun of this person. You know, it's embarrassing to say, but I just was so mad. Like I said, look at this person. No wonder why she's working here. There's no other place that she would be working with, because if she was working well, she'd be coming over here, taking my order, and I can eat, you know? And so she comes over finally, and I just flip open the menu, and I go, look, I'd like to have this, cheeseburger, please, just however, as quickly as possible. And she said to me, you know what? I've never seen such a young priest before. And it's so nice to have a priest in our restaurant. And I just look at her, and I felt like an idiot. An idiot. And we've got to be very careful, guys, girls. How many of you have been angry in the last 2 days? Oh, my goodness. Woo! How many of you have been angry in the last week? Wow. We've got some anger management issues here, We have to do a better... Well, okay. There is, can anybody explain to me when you think that anger is okay? When do you think anger is okay? Is there ever a time when anger is okay? Let's see, the people right next to me here. Let's go. You, what's your name?
Mariana.
Mariana? Oh, beautiful name, Mariana. Mariana, is anger ever okay, justified?
Never.
Never. So if you see like an old lady walking across the street and some punk grabs her purse and tries to yank it from her, and you're not angry, that's okay? Do you have a problem? Do you think it's okay to be angry?
No.
Okay. If someone breaks into your house and is about to clobber your brother to death, do you think it's wrong to be angry?
Yes.
Yes. Excellent, sweetie. Beautiful. Yeah. It's okay to be angry sometimes. That's what we call justifiable anger or righteous anger. In other words, guys, girls, if you see something wrong, it's okay to want to fight back, to say something, to do something about it, to make your point, to get it across, and to show that there's anger. Even in the Bible, there's moments, although it's a mystery, when God gets angry with man. Not because he doesn't love him, but because he expects more from him. And God knows that we can do a lot more for him. So we have to be careful. Anger isn't always wrong. It isn't always bad. It can be sometimes very good. And thank God, because it shows that we have a good conscience. But we have to be careful of the bad anger. And that is the anger that happens when I don't get it my way, or when I realize that I'm wrong and I don't want to admit it. I don't want to accept it. Just a few days ago, right, we heard about that young girl that killed herself. There was a young girl in Denver, Colorado, that she hung herself. High school girl. And her friends were telling her on the internet, kill yourself, hang yourself. And she was going out with the most popular guy. She was the new girl in the school. And these guys and girls, it turns out it was 7 of them, were constantly taunting her to kill herself. And she did. And there's No reason for that. And there's no reason for her. It would have been absolutely correct for her to get angry. There would have been absolutely nothing wrong for her to have fought back and said, no way, what are you telling me? Why should I? Or just to get away from these people. I think I told you at the retreat not too long ago of that young lady that had told me that when she was in high school, her best friends dragged her over to the bathroom and told her to look in the mirror and tell her, look at yourself. You're ugly. Tell yourself you're ugly. You're worthless. You're no good. Can you imagine? And I'll tell you something. I mean, guys, I know for us, it's like something, it's hard to understand, right? I mean, for us, if some guy told me, hey, look at yourself, you're ugly. You see that crack in the mirror? No. Yeah? Now do you see it? Yeah, you're ugly. Look at the blood in the glass and you're bedded in your face. Okay, well, anyways, maybe I'm not the right person to talk about anger. Cut it, yeah. There is such a thing as, righteous anger. And that is to be defending what's good, what's right, and what's beautiful. And when you see someone breaking the commandments of the Lord, it's okay. It's okay to fight back and to be angry about it in a justifiable manner. We have to be careful of the other anger that comes from our pride and from our vanity. And how do we fight that? There's only 3 ways. First way, you've got to remind yourself every single day who you are. You are a gift from God. There's nothing for you to prove to anyone except to God. Second, you've got to pray. You've got to pray. If you don't pray, you will never remain humble, meek and humble of heart. And the third and the most important is you've got to practice humility. Give people a chance to ask for your forgiveness. Give people a chance. If someone breaks your heart, if someone says something stupid or bad to you, just walk away. Give that person some time to think about what they said, and I guarantee you, I promise you, they will come back to you and they will say, you know what? I'm so sorry what I said. I'm so sorry. I guarantee you. Give people a chance to ask for forgiveness. If you don't, what happens is, now instead of one person having to ask for forgiveness, it's 2. So it's trusting in the Lord, showing mercy and love, and trusting in the Lord. You have nothing to prove except to God. That you can love, you can forgive, and you can be very generous with yourself. Do what's right, do what's good, and do what's holy. Amen. Thank you.